spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Wentz now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with a J. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Vikings. Offense now heading out to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, We have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Yeah, the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Open man as Thielen is complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Bridgewater, and he will find his man on the outside. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler, Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster as a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings? Lightly recruited out of high school, ends up at Mankato State, which is now known as Minnesota State Mankato. Undrafted, goes to a rookie free agent tryout camp, hangs around, makes the practice squad. First he's a special teams guy, and now he's one of the better receivers in the league. I think it's one of the best stories I've heard in 2017 NFL.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They go back to Murray on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Forbath will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 23. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but it does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. And now running right through it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sherrills to return it. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple.
Latavius Murray, 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 83 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now Wentz on third down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Murray fighting, lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down, Bridgewater. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Let's go. Way 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. First and 10. Here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And out now come the Eagles. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ever Everson Griffin able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz going to throw. Steps away to his left. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers, no matter what it says on the scoreboard.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis.